Conway, South Carolina. This ought to be a fun matchup in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense...
Turning it on! Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Slithers into space.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him, the defense, that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in a football game.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Makes the catch, it's Buckley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 20, he's got space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Broncos are on the move. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using the quick game. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Dead center, perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Kennesaw State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The run from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down. Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On the ground, it's Bennett. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Wallace.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gives it on the option. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Lowry. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
They'll throw on third and short. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
The Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Dropping back, it's Odom. Right on the money.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wallace. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Behind the chains now on second and long. On the ground, it's Bennett. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The play action fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And would they dare be aggressive on third down this deep in their own territory? They'll give it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Odom. Finds his man, it's Bennett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
With the catch, it's Brooks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Lowry. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Handoff from the gun. Hard running there.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Great team defense on that running play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking downfield, it's Odom. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is that this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. Reads it, fires complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Broncos are facing third and inches. Unloads quickly. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Unloads it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Dropping back, it's Odom. And it's incomplete on third down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll immediately call timeout.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up fourth down.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese 2 quarters down in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. A couple of teams looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
And the Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Odom. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, we We've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the tight end in motion. He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. This one's complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! And the beatdown has ensued. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They've got a long road, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that 3rd down.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lowry. Complete to the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. It's complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it. Oh, he's got some space.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wallace. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Caught close to the marker, it's Moss. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Odom. That's reeled in, it's Rogers. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bullock. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He wants it all. And it's caught. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Leary. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, if they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They'll send out the kicker here. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Odom. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
It's first down from the 11. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They'll go back to the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Punt is on its way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He'll keep it himself. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.